This here is a brand I designed for a dreamy floral boutique studio, and in today's video I'm showing you how I designed this visual identity, and I'll bring you along on this project. I'll show you my entire process from start to finish. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's begin. So Blumerie is a fictional boutique floral studio I designed as a passion project. I wanted to explore a moody, nostalgic style inspired by these foggy landscapes that I've been obsessed with for the last few months. I really love foggy, misty, cozy weather, and especially now that we're in the colder months, I felt really inspired to create something based on this imagery. So for Blumerie, I imagined a floral studio in the fjords of Norway, crafting bouquets from seasonal flowers. Each arrangement is unique and full of romance and story. When I work with real clients, this stage usually starts with a detailed brand questionnaire and a discovery session. Together we uncover their mission, values, and story so that the design is strategic and meaningful. But since this is a fictional brand, we're gonna create a client brief using ChatGPT with all the information we need to guide our design decisions. So strategy is the foundation of every design I create. It's where we make sure that your brand has a voice and a presence that truly stands out. During this stage, I research competitors, identify opportunities, and translate your mission into a clear direction. In my research, I noticed that many floral brands look kind of similar. They have similar flower symbols, pastel colors. So I wanted Blumerie to feel different, more elevated, moody, and poetic. So I started gathering visuals that reflect the brand's personality. I curate imagery, textures, and design inspiration to build a mood board that feels aligned with the story. I often use Pinterest for this because it's a great place to find lots of inspiration and beautiful photography for the art direction, such as these ones with the ribbons and the beautiful blurred effects. I really love these type of images that really set the tone for the story, and these images will guide every design decision moving forward, and I typically present this to the client alongside the creative direction. For the mood board, I like to create it usually in either Figma or Milanote. Milanote is really nice because you can customize it really nicely. You can add notes, you can add image references, color palettes, and it's very easy to share with your clients so that they can provide feedback. This is not sponsored, by the way, it's just a tool that I discovered and I like to use. And I really love how this feeling of the atmosphere and the fog and the flowers all kind of blend together. There is this feeling of freedom as well, of the people running around and the ribbons flowing with the air. I already feel kind of transported to this brand universe that we're creating. The creative direction document brings everything together. It highlights the story, the values, and the visual direction of the brand. When I work with clients, I often present 2 or 3 different mood boards. This gives them the opportunity to choose a path that feels most authentic. It's a collaborative step that ensures that we're aligned before the design even begins. In our case here, since I'm not working directly with a client, I created just one main concept to continue and to set the tone for the entire identity that we will start designing right now. So now the design begins. So we're in Adobe Illustrator now, and I started by experimenting with typography and customizing letter forms to create something unique. My design process is often quite messy and it involves a lot of back and forth before I arrive to the perfect solution. Here I'm using Procreate to draft some ideas I have. I wanted to create something based off this font ligature I just made. To me it feels closely related to these airy ribbons that we saw in our mood board. So I wanted to start off from there and experiment with this shape a bit more. I then export these illustrations and edit them further in Illustrator to vectorize them. And so the design process continues. When I create logos, my goal is to design a full suite of marks that work across every touchpoint, from packaging to signage to websites and social media. The result is a collection of logos that feel cohesive, versatile, and timeless, ready to support you in every context. So a part of the design that many people don't enjoy, but I actually do, is the mockups and brand presentation. It's one of my favorite parts because this is where you can finally see your brand in action. For the mockups, I'll edit them in Photoshop, and here I'm editing some of the mockups from October-November. It's one of my favorite mockup creators. And this part is super fun because you can already see and start experimenting with the brand and see how it looks in different applications. And last but not least, I'm creating my brand guidelines. This is a document that I create for my clients at the end of every project. It includes your logos, your color palette, and your fonts so that everything is easy to access whenever you need it. And here is the final brand identity for Blumerie. A floral boutique brand that feels poetic, nostalgic, and deeply rooted in story. When I design, my goal is always to create more than just visuals. I want to craft an identity that resonates emotionally with your audience, sets you apart from the composition, and gives you the confidence to share your work with the world. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and following along on this project. And if you are a founder or creative dreaming of a brand that feels intentional, elevated, and uniquely yours, I'd love to create it with you. You can find all the details on how to work with me in the description below. Thank you so much, and until the next time, bye!